Hello and welcome to the Circling the Bases podcast. My name is DJ Short and I'm back here with my co-host Drew Silva. We're live on Twitch right now, so welcome to our audience there. And if you're listening in podcast form or watching later on YouTube, we're recording Thursday, August 25th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And we're going to have a little fun with this week's show with the return of a little game show we call Name That Player. And in order to do that, we're joined here once again by fellow NBC Sports Edge contributor, Shelly Verougstrate. Shelly, thanks for coming back to the show here. Really appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, guys, for, inviting me back. I mean, I know that I beat Drew the last time, so it's, I'll just take him down again. It's cool.
I forgot about that. but I'm a fan of these trivia shows where I don't feel like I have to prep, and I like to look stupid, and this usually makes me look stupid.
Yeah, Shelly's defending her title, so it's only right that we'll bring her back for this game today. We'll see what happens. So for this edition of Name That Player, we're going to be focusing on second half standouts in MLB, different stats, factoids, and whatnot. This is all going into play on Thursday, August 25th, so keep that in mind. Before we get started, just a quick word for our listeners here. Weekends are better with MLB Sunday leadoff coverage presented by Uber Eats. Catch the Dodgers travel cross-country to face the Marlins in Miami this Sunday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern, live on Peacock. To learn more, go to peacocktv.com/MLB. And if you want a chance to win $25,000 on the game, download the NBC Sports Predictor app, powered by PointsBet, and enter Sunday's free Grand Slam Pick'em contest. Okay, so Name That Player. It's a lot like another popular game show called Jeopardy! You might have heard of it. We have 3 categories with 5 questions in each category. Each question has different point values assigned. I think all you are probably very familiar with this kind of setup. We'll work our way through those 15 questions, and before having one final Name That Player question, and then we'll tally up our points at the end. Yes, this show is a competition. It's a game show, but it's also a way to talk about some of the interesting performers and statistics from the second half so far. So I'm going to reel off the categories here. We have Take One for the Team. Those are team-specific questions. Piazza Party. Those are hitter-specific questions. And Koufax. See what I did there? Those are pitcher-specific questions. So, Shelly, seeing as you won last time, I'm going to let you pick first.
Ooh. I'm going to go with Koufax for 100.
Koufax for 100.
And remind me how this works. Does she get the first shot at answering, or can I buzz in? I think she should have first shot, right?
Yeah. That's only fair. We don't have buzzers.
And then I can steal or not steal.
Yeah, I mean, if a reasonable amount of time passes, you can steal it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, Koufax for 100. Which pitcher has the lowest ERA among qualified starters during the second half?
I'm gonna go with Max Scherzer.
Nope. Drew, you want to steal it?
It's Zach Gallen.
That's correct.
Yeah.
I was just writing about that the other day.
He has a 0.80 ERA over 7 starts during the second half. He actually blanked the Royals for 6 innings on Wednesday. Now hasn't allowed a run in any of his last 4 starts. 27 1/3 scoreless streak for him. Only Brandon Webb has had a higher or longer scoreless streak for the Diamondbacks in their history.
Ranger Suarez is up there too. I think it's kind of flying under the radar how much he's been like his 2021 version of himself lately. Yeah. He might be number 2 on that list.
I feel like
he's gone a while without
Justin Steele on the Cubs is up there too, which is pretty surprising. Yeah. I have him in the Tout Wars League we're in, Shelly, and he has been helping me out very much recently.
Yeah.
So Drew, you stole it, and let me make sure I'm doing a good job scorekeeping. So 100 for Drew, and now you have control of the board.
I think you were very proud of Piazza Party, so let me go, and I'm proud of you for that. Let me go with Piazza.
I had pizza for dinner tonight, so inspiration.
Wonderful. I'll go with Piazza Party for 100.
Okay. This Texas Ranger leads the majors with 48 hits so far in the second half.
There's been a lot of them that have caught fire. Adolis Garcia.
Nope.
Damn. I know who it is, but
Shelly?
Corey Seager.
Nope.
Can I say
Nathaniel
Nate Lowe. Yes, that was my next guy. Dang it.
He has been incredible.
Yeah.
I think he had 3 more hits on Wednesday, I believe. So he's hitting 356 during the second half. Pretty incredible.
Garcia was the first player to get to 2020, and then the same night, that was yesterday, Julio got there. I mean, I don't have any shares of him like in fantasy.
Yeah,
I
didn't faded
him
at all big time. And I still have questions about like the approach and how long this is viable here. But he has, I think, lowered the strikeout rate this year. So at least there's that positive. But yeah, you put together the power and the speed that he offers, and I think he's outproducing Cedric Mullins, I saw. Which is basically like late second round value in like a 12 to 14 team mixed league, which is pretty incredible. So nobody got that one. So Drew, you still have the board and you can go.
Let's go with let's knock all the 100s out. Let's do take one for the team 100.
Okay, take one for the team for 100. This team leads the majors in home runs, on base percentage, and slugging percentage since the All-Star break.
The St. Louis Cardinals.
That is correct. Yeah, and I wasn't even including today, which I'm sure upped their numbers for sure. No, they've been incredible. Going into play Thursday, they had a 1-point advantage, or the Dodgers had a 1-point advantage in batting average, 280 to 279. The Cardinals might have jumped them today. I don't know.
Corey Dickerson, baby. I've been saying all year, get Corey Dickerson. And Lars Nootbaar.
And you add in the pitching that they stabilized at the trade deadline. The Cardinals are a dangerous team. They really are. They're a threat come postseason. If Jack Flaherty can come back and be anything useful, like if he can be not necessarily even a starter, but like a pit, middle inning kind of pitcher, could throw 2 innings during the playoffs.
They still need to figure out the middle relief thing, and so that would be, or put Dakota Hudson there. Maybe he's a guy that could like get a ground ball.
Yep,
they're a flawed team, but to me, like none of the teams that are going to be in the playoffs are necessarily juggernauts. Even though I know the Dodgers are running away with it, I think there are still some holes with the Dodgers.
Yeah,
like the back end of their lineup is not that special. Maybe I'm wrong.
And our own Matthew Poliat was saying earlier today, like the back end of that Dodgers bullpen, like, do you trust Craig Kimbrell with the game on the line in a postseason?
No.
And they're going to be faced with those scenarios.
Yep.
So,
and Walker Buehler's done. We'll see what Kershaw can give them. I know that they're going to set records for run differential and stuff, but I don't think any team is perfect. Not that any team is ever perfect, but I think you can punch holes in even the top teams this year.
Yeah. Yeah. There's some really good teams in the National League. Really good teams. And I'm not even including the Padres in that because I think they are not great.
Dude, one thing I was thinking about this week is like around the trade deadline, we did a show and you were like, there's just been something off about the Padres. Like the mix isn't right. And I still feel like that. Like they should be better. I mean, the collapse last year was so weird and they kind of blamed it on Jace Tingler and he was gone. Like if they don't make the playoffs this year, which is a real possibility if the Brewers leapfrog down the stretch, I think the Brewers have a far easier record or a far easier like rest of season schedule than that's a that's bad if the Padres don't make the playoffs, and it's very much within the realm of possibility.
Yeah, I mean, I really think that the whole Tatis PED thing really was like a gut punch to the team because they were like really banking on him coming back. They had just brought in Soto, they had just brought in Josh Bell, Josh Hader, everything, and then Tatis is not coming back. So it was just a major gut punch to the team. So I think that had a lot to do with it.
And Clevenger hasn't looked very good lately.
Yeah.
Blake Snell can get beat up. Yu Darvish can be awesome, but also has some, I don't know. It's not, they should be awesome, but they're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been the story for the past couple of years with them for sure. So Drew, the board is still yours.
Give me take one for the team. It seems easier than the other one.
Oh, you think so?
Uh-oh.
Okay. All right. So take one for the team for 200. The Astros have the best record in the American League during the second half, 21-13. But which team has the second best record in the AL during that time?
Cleveland Guardians.
You got it. That's right. Yeah, they might be running away with things in the AL Central. They're 20-12 since the All-Star break.
Yeah.
And
I can't really explain it, so don't ask me to. Really good bullpen.
Yeah, the bullpen's great. Andres Jimenez is a superstar.
Jose Ramirez is pretty good, but then
Steven Kwan's coming back around to be like a nice 300 plus average guy. Yeah.
He's basically been hitting like 330s for the past 2 months, Steven Kwan.
Yeah, man, credit to him because he was like a big story early on and then faded, but he's picked it back up and overall a really awesome rookie season.
Yeah.
Josh Naylor's good.
Yeah, Naylor, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, they got an interesting team.
So that was take one for the team for 200. I'll go back in that well for 300.
Okay, so this team doesn't have a single win from their starting pitchers during the second half. 31 games, no wins from their starting pitchers.
The Pirates.
Nope. Shelly?
The Angels?
Nope. It is the Nationals.
Oh,
that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yep. Their starters are 0-16 since the All-Star break with a 6.39 ERA. Pretty sad. We'll see if that changes. Cade Cavalli is going to make his MLB debut, I think, on Friday against the Reds at Nationals Park. So at least there's something to be excited about there. I know Cavalli's control can kind of be iffy at times. I'll be interested to see how he fares. The Reds lineup isn't great by any means at this point, but at least there's something there. You can look toward the future for Nationals fans. So
he's already lined up to face the A's in his second major league start too.
Yep.
So
not bad.
Can't really beat that.
Drew, you're still up.
All right, we'll get away from that. Let's go back to Koufax for 200.
Koufax for 200. Okay. 2 pitchers have thrown shutouts during the second half. Just 2. Can you name them? One of them was just this week.
Jordan Montgomery.
Yep.
I can't. I can't come up with the second one. No.
Shelly, you want to take a shot?
All right.
You could just guess, Drew.
I know, but Cueto almost got there, but he didn't.
It's not Cueto.
Yeah.
Oh, was it Drew Rasmussen?
Nope.
Oh, yeah, that's who I was thinking. I was thinking it's probably maybe like the Tampa Bay guy.
Take a shot though. Take a shot, Shelly.
Joe Musgrove.
Nope. Sandy Alcantara.
Oh,
well, that should have been
easy.
I mean, he throws 9 innings like every start. So, all right. Drew, you're still up.
That should have been the guess.
It should have.
Well, which one happened this week?
Wasn't it Montgomery? This week?
Yeah, it was Montgomery.
One hit shutout.
Yeah, that was on what, Monday night, Tuesday night.
I know weeks are hard. I know it's hard.
We're in like late August in the baseball season. My mind is just sewage. All right, let's go Piazza Party for 200.
Okay, Piazza Party for 200. This is a tough one. Who leads the majors in stolen bases during the second half?
John Birdie's been a bit hurt.
It's not. It's someone you wouldn't.
Okay, think. I'm probably not going to come up with it. Andres Jimenez. He had like 3 in one game.
He is second. He's tied for second with 8 stolen bases. The leader has 9.
Sam Haggerty of the Seattle Mariners.
It's a good guess, but it's not him.
He's been a star in the second half. But...
Yeah,
he has. All right, so it's Josh Rojas with the Diamondbacks.
Oh, sweet. The AAA superstar kind of finally.
Yeah. I picked him up on a couple of teams, I think a few weeks ago. I mean, mostly because I think I had a bunch of injuries and he qualifies pretty much everywhere.
Yeah.
So he's been pretty nice. All right. So Piazza Party's gone. Piazza Party for 200 is gone. Okay, Drew, go ahead.
All right. Let's go Piazza Party for 300.
Okay. Let's do it. This Royals rookie is tied for 12th in the majors in total barrels during the second half.
They have too many rookies. This is hard.
Yeah, trying to fool you.
Total barrels. I mean, MJ Melendez.
That's correct.
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, if you look at his StatCast page or Baseball Savant page, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
77th percentile in barrel percentage, 83rd percentile in average exit velocity, 75th percentile in hard hit percentage, and he also walks a ton.
Yeah.
I don't know if he can catch or be good at it. I don't know if he's good at any position necessarily.
Yeah.
But he definitely can hit, and
he's going to be catcher eligible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
he's going to be I don't know, fringy top 5 fantasy catcher, assuming he gets regular at bats next year. Maybe. Sure.
I said it on, was it last week on our show? Like I need to reevaluate the entire catcher position. I have no idea what my rankings would be right now. And there's like a lot of talent on the way. A lot has arrived this year.
Yeah, like I'm starting to like dig into like next year's like ranks and stuff. Who would you rather take who is catcher and another position eligible player? Dalton Varsho or MJ Melendez?
Oh, I think I answered you put this on Twitter, didn't you?
Yeah.
I think I answered Melendez but partially because I wanted to see what the results were.
Yeah.
I don't like to. I like to check my biases, like in a draft. Like, I'm just down on Varsho because he didn't meet expectations last year, but he's gonna pop eventually. But I think it would be Melendez from where we stand right now.
Yeah, I have to agree. Even though like the speed is enticing.
Yeah, but it's like the Diamondbacks have like all of these like super intriguing outfielders that are going to come up, and like is that going to like take away from his time? Yeah.
Well, Carson Kelly's had a pretty bad year, so maybe he just goes back to catching a lot.
Yeah.
That could be an interesting team next year, maybe.
Could be.
Yeah.
They have a ton of young talent.
Yeah,
they also have a lot of pitching on the way as well. Yep. So I think in the next 2 years they're going to be pretty good.
Yeah.
True. You're still up.
All right. Let me look at the board. Let's knock out Koufax for 300.
Okay. Koufax for 300. Who leads qualified starting pitchers in strikeout percentage during the second half? 35.4%.
I don't like this. This is a bad question.
Jacob deGrom doesn't count.
Right.
He hasn't thrown enough innings yet.
Qualified means like over the season qualified, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah. If you do a search on Fangraphs, basically is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And underqualified, yes.
I'm just killing time because I don't. I want to say Carlos Rodon, but that seems
that is actually right.
Yes.
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, he's been a beast. Charlie Morton is super close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's had some crazy double-digit strikeout streaks going, which is, man, the Braves, sorry to say, DJ, but they look more and more dangerous.
Yeah.
It's not that the Mets have been playing bad, though. It's really weird. It's like the Mets have been pretty consistent for pretty much the entire season. They've had little lulls here and there, but really for like any stretch of time, they've been a good team. It's just that the Braves are winning at a pace that is like historic since like mid-May-ish.
Yeah.
Are you keeping track of the score?
Yeah, Drew, you have 1,000 points, and Shelly is still waiting to score a point.
Well, we're into the big money, so
yeah. I mean, the comebacks are very possible here. We are down to basically, just so our listeners know, we are down to 400 and 500 points in each category. So we have 6 questions left: 3 400s and 3 500s.
Is there a final Jeopardy too? Or final,
there is a final.
Name that player.
Yeah, don't get us sued, Drew.
You said Jeopardy in the intro.
I said it was Jeopardy-like.
All right. Give me take one for the team for 400.
Okay. Okay. Which team has registered the most strikeouts from their pitchers during the second half? So that includes starters and relievers.
I don't like this question.
Good.
It's just I feel like the Braves. Their pitching has been really good lately.
You are correct. It is the Braves. I mean, yeah, Charlie Morton, Spencer Strider, Kyle Wright, Max Fried has been good really good recently.
Yeah.
They're killing it.
Are they they're way ahead of everyone on that?
The Astros are pretty close.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. That was going to be my guess, was the Astros. Yeah.
Astros, Dodgers, Mets, Marlins, and then the Guardians. So you're up to 1,400, Drew.
Wow. How you feeling, Shelly?
Not that great.
All right.
Well, there's still time. There's still time. All right, Drew.
All right. Let's do take one for the team for 500. Let's close it out.
All right. So the Marlins have stolen 29 bases during the second half to lead all MLB teams. But which team has the least stolen bases in the second half? This team just has 3 stolen bases. They are 3 for 9 in stolen base attempts during the second half.
I guess I should just throw out a guess.
Yeah.
I mean, like.
Okay, throw out a guess, Drew.
The Tigers don't get on base, so the Tigers.
Nope.
Damn.
Shelly?
Red Sox?
You got it.
There you go.
Red Sox.
They don't run.
Nope, they
They
definitely do not.
run.
And when they do, it's usually bad.
Yep.
So Shelly gets on the board. It's 1,400 to 500. She's
Don't
still
call it a
very
comeback.
much in this game right now. So Shelly, we have take one for the team is all closed out, as Drew was saying. So we have 400 and 500 under Piazza Party and 400 and 500 under Koufax.
I'll take 400 for Piazza Party.
Okay, let's do it. So, okay. Who leads qualified hitters in strikeout rate during the second half? In a bad way, not like the lowest, but the highest. Who has struck out more than anyone else?
I was writing about this week too.
Oh boy. No pressure now. Javier Baez?
Nope.
O'Neal
Drew,
Cruz.
That's correct. 40.6% strikeout rate for O'Neal Cruz in the second half. Yeah. I know he hits the ball very hard. He has the yesterday, I guess it was Wednesday, he hit that line drive off the right field wall.
Yeah.
The hardest hit ball in the StatCast era.
It was hit so hard that he couldn't get to second base. He didn't have time.
122.4 miles per hour. He does a lot of cool things, but if he doesn't make regular contact, it may not matter.
What are his numbers against lefties too? It's like
it's pretty bad. Yeah, I don't have it in front of me, but it's not good.
It's something like 40 strikeouts in 60 innings.
In 60
or 60 at bats. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good is the point. All right, Drew. So it's now 1,800 to 500. So we have 3 questions left, and we have our final question as well. So we're still little bit of room here.
Let's do Piazza Party for 500.
Okay. Aaron Judge leads the majors with a .475 on base percentage during the second half. But who is second?
I think I saw this today, but Adley Rutschman.
That is correct. 457 OBP for Rutschman during the second half, which is just incredible for a rookie. I mean, he's basically, and actually, I almost asked the question about position player Fangraphs WAR.
Mm-hmm.
In the second half, Rutschman is like, I think either second or third in F WAR.
He's the best catcher in baseball, man. I think he is already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And is going to be for a long time.
Yes. And what I love about him too is he's a leader on the field already. Like he greets the pitcher every time they come off the mound, every half inning. Like he'll get the crowd juiced up. Like he's like the whole package. He'll slide down the hill with little leaguers. Did you see that?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
No, he's exactly what like MLB could dream of for like a marquee player. So hopefully, he can stay healthy. But he's the real deal. All right. So we're down to Koufax 400 and 500.
Let's do Koufax. I don't think I've done well in this category, or maybe I have. That wasn't meant as a brag. I was just thinking.
I heard that. I got it.
Okay.
All right.
So you want 400?
Yeah.
Okay. Which pitcher has thrown more innings than any other pitcher during the second half? The name will definitely surprise you.
Is it Johnny Cueto?
No.
Damn.
Shelly?
Miles Michaelis?
No, but good guess, but it is Cole Irvin from the A's. Yep.
Yeah, he's
47
gone deep
innings.
A lot.
Yeah. Just barely eking out Alcantara. But Irvin has put up a 3.06 ERA during this time. Had a great outing against the Marlins on Wednesday, actually. 11 strikeouts over 7 innings, just 3 hits, no walks. Quietly having a really good year.
Not many strikeouts, but yeah, he's been really good.
He never walks anybody. He's also thrown the fewest pitches per inning, I believe, of any pitcher in baseball.
I don't think he has the stuff of Shane Bieber, but whenever I see a guy with like elite command, I'm like, he can make a strikeout jump if he wants to. So maybe, I don't know, he'll be on my radar definitely going into drafts next year. All right.
All right. So,
Koufax for 500.
Yep. All right. This pitcher has the highest swinging strike rate among qualified starters during the second half.
I don't like the question. George Kirby.
Nope. Shelly?
Shane McClanahan?
Nope. It is Charlie Morton. McClanahan was number 2.
Oh, dang it.
In there. So, all right. So we are on to our final question. And you are not out of it yet, Shelly, because this is a kind of a multi-part question. And for each answer that you get right, you get 500 points. So,
ooh. Are we?
You don't have to. You're not risking anything here.
Okay.
I'm essentially asking a question that's worth 2,000 points.
Should we like write it down somewhere?
You're gonna have to write your answers down. Yes.
Okay. I think I had like an app on my phone that could do that. I don't have any paper.
Or just put it on your phone and you can show me.
Okay.
Yeah, the honor system.
Samsung Notes.
Okay. All right. Are you ready, Shelly?
Yep. Ready.
Okay. Drew?
No. All right. I got it.
Okay. So here's the question. Aaron Judge leads the majors with 15 home runs since the All-Star break. No surprise. But can you name the rest of the top 5? I will give you 500 points for each one you get. So you need to name the rest of the top 5 in home run leaders since the All-Star break.
Wow.
All right. So
just write down 5 names and
4 names.
4 names. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I'll get.
And you're not risking anything if you get this wrong.
Okay.
So. All right. I'll give you guys a little bit of time.
Got some music.
I mean, we can probably edit some in after the show.
Okay.
To make it to fill some airtime. While you guys think. So it looks like Jacob deGrom gave up a run. It's 3-1. I think he gave up a home run. I couldn't see who he gave it up to. But I did do a wager on tonight's game. Did you see the line for the Mets game tonight?
No. I'm trying to focus here.
Okay. I'm just trying to do some small talk and fill some air. Basically, the Mets were favored in a way I've never seen in a baseball game.
What did it, like the run line get to 2.5? I've seen that like once or twice.
No, it was just the money line. It was basically like minus 490.
Wow. Before the game?
Yeah.
I mean, that's unheard of.
Yeah, basically. So that would take like if you wagered 100 and the Mets won, I think you would only win $29. So anyway,
you only get 4 guesses, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I think. Yep,
4 guesses.
I think I have my 4 best guesses.
How about you, Shelly?
Yep, I got 4.
All right. Drew, why don't you show us your 4? So you have Goldschmidt, Renfroe, Walker, and Olsen. So you got 3 out of the 4.
Wow.
Yep. So you got 1,500. You're up to 3,800 points. Shelly?
Well, I didn't do as good, but I mean,
I can't see.
Yep. So I got J-Rod, Goldie, Arenado, DeYoung.
Okay. So you got 500. You're 1,000. Drew, quite an effort here after getting demolished last time. 3,800.
I don't remember it playing out that way.
You narrowly lost. It was a nail biter. 3,800 points. Shelly got 1,000. So Drew, very impressive performance.
Yes.
Very well done.
I'm a sore winner, Shelly.
But no, this was great. This was a lot of fun, and I am definitely going to bring you back, Shelly, once the season is over, because now we're even. We've got to break this season series tie. So
totally,
we'll get the invite out to you after the regular season is over. Thanks again, Shelly, for coming on the show. This was a blast.
Yeah, thanks again for having me. It was fun to be totally destroyed by Drew. So.
Well, you'll have a chance to get revenge.
I say it all the time. I think we should do a weekly, in the off season, have a weekly trivia show.
I will
love
have to
trivia.
talk to the powers that be. I like trivia too. I'm pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Even on non-baseball things, maybe especially. But I don't know if we can get away with that. We'll see.
We'll just do it on our own. We'll start our own.
But no, this was great. And I hope our listeners, gain some interesting knowledge here, especially with some of these surprise performers, as we start to look ahead to 2023. So that'll do it for this week. If you like what you're hearing with this show, make sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And if you're listening on Apple Podcasts, please rate and review if you don't mind. 5 stars. Always appreciated. Follow us on Twitter if you don't already. I'm at DJ Short. Drew is at Drew Silva. Take care, everyone, and we will see you next time.